the break, just so I could get a full view of what's happening at AlanCoxShow.com.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
Very, very exciting.
It's a catchy song, too.
I used to date a girl who belly danced, and they take it very seriously.
Yeah?
It's not like a hobby thing because there's a specific thing to it. If you're just shaking your ass and you got
it's like how you move your hips and it's like a whole...
Yeah, if you've just got a belly jewel in there that's moving on camera, that's not belly dancing per se. Mm-mm. So people who do that are very serious about it.
Mm-hmm. She's quite good. She's got those... learn just like old shaky hips. And
her hips don't
sexy,
lie, Bill. Yeah. By the way, you'll also see there, if you go to Belly Dancing on Hump Day, that there's a little post for you for Bill Squire's Christmas Kwanzaa.
Yes.
Also, check out below.
Yeah, which is coming on the 29th of this month to the Agora. I'll have some tickets for you later on, but they are on sale.
Do you want to play that?
The video here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody, Bill Squire's Christmas Kwanzaa is back at the Agora December 29th, and right now I want to have my hilarious female friend tell you all about it.
Hi, guys. It's Mary Santora.
Not you. Wanda, tell them about Christmas Kwanzaa.
Hey, you better get yourself down to Bill Squire's Christmas Kwanzaa down at the Agora December 29th.
Christmas Kwanzaa.
Yeah.
Well, listen, everyone else is slaughtering it except me. Yeah. I've heard Christmas Kwanzaa. I've heard
Christmas Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa.
Yeah.
Christmas Kanka.
Mm-hmm. So that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I love Wanda. She's in there, like, she's just screaming, which has got a lot of energy.
Screaming.
It's an attention getter, and that's what I need.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's
Get people's
great.
attention, get them out to the show. Tickets are available now at agoracleveland.com.
There you go.
Let's sell this out.
For people who are asking, I will be, of course, podcasting our 10th anniversary special.
And we
which
have
is gonna
video,
be,
too.
And we'll have video for that show as well.
Yeah.
We'll be live Monday. From Slim and Chubby's in Strongsville. It is the last live show of the year. It is also my 10th anniversary here at WMMS. So we'll have guests and prizes and fun. I spoke to Rick this morning. Rick is unable to attend. I wanted him to be a guest so we could all meet him in person, but he told me he has, quote, an appointment.
That's as specific as he'd like to be.
That's right. But Drunk Sue will be there. I am waiting to hear if Dick from Dayton or Dale from Lowe's, if you prefer, will be able to join us. But I told Bill before the show that I forgot how far away Dayton is. I didn't realize that's like a 3
It's like 3 hours.
haul.
Yeah, 3.5 hours, yeah.
I'm so used to him calling. No one else calls us from Dayton. I'm so used to...
He feels closer.
He feels closer.
Yeah. Close in your heart.
Yeah.
And so I left him a message. I don't know if he'll respond. He may just call the show. But anyway, we'll have some guests coming by. I will probably air the very first segment from my very first show here at MMS, which was December the 16th, 2009. It was me and Chocolate Charlie. And
just
it was
the two of you.
Yeah, it was mostly me fielding calls from people who were really pissed that Maxwell was gone.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And me having to calmly assure them that A, everything was going to be just fine, and B, I had nothing to do with that and wasn't even familiar with the show.
It's always funny when people think it's your fault. Like you had a hand and like you fired him.
But that's what happens at every radio station you go
about?
to. You have replaced someone that if they were there for a long enough period of time, people have really grown to enjoy.
Yeah. Feel connected to and relate to. And
it wasn't like the Maxwell show was a flop. As I understand it, it was pretty successful. It's just that sometimes you can't agree with management on what to do, and so they brought me in.
Yeah.
But when I leave here, someone will replace me. But people get over it pretty quickly.
You're not going to die in that chair?
I maybe.
You don't know.
I mean, that could happen today.
Correct.
Yeah. I don't plan on that anytime soon.
But what a tease.
But an
What a tease.
old man, little old. Hello.
Hey, everybody. Remember me?
I'm so glad we don't have a dangerous job.
I'll see you in hell.
Yeah. In about 45 minutes. Please take me, Lord. I'm so ready to go.
See, you have people that have like those jobs that just suck the life out of them because like by the time they're 40 years old, they look like they're 70.
I know a couple people like that.
A lot
Coal
of
mining
jobs like
jobs.
that.
Well, not even like coal mining. Just
Bartending. You ever seen a 40-year-old bartender? Woof.
Oh, there's some of them that are pretty foxy, though.
Yeah, there's some that hold
I
it
mean, but
together.
if you're working like...
If you take care of yourself and you got all day to work out, and
Yeah.
I have a friend whose dad is a professional. I don't even know if he's a carpenter. I think he's just a roofer, but he owns his own roofing business. So him and his kids obviously wanted to take part in the family business, and they look rough.
No,
Rough.
There's some people that
Their skin looks like leather.
I'll find out how old guys were that worked for my dad. Like
So like 28?
Now I was like 18, 19 years old at the time, and I thought everybody was, like
In their
45 or something like that. And then I find out like,
22.
oh, that dude was 26 years old, and he looked like trash because all he would do was work all day in the sun and then go home and drink all night. So it just ripped him apart. And I can think of one guy specifically that I was like, when I found out that he was 26 when I was like 18, I'm like, man, that is like I'm like heartbroken for the guy.
Well, I'm not saying all bartenders who are 40 are old. What I'm saying is that's a very tough lifestyle, and it usually comes with a ton of partying. That people
Well, the partying, but then also just the irregular hours. That
and
you're
being on
never
your
getting
feet
good
all day
sleep.
and things
Yeah.
like that. It's just it takes a toll on your body.
You're hanging out with the same people for the most part. If you're a lifer in the service industry,
Right.
You, a good friend of mine from high school, we fell out of whatever. We weren't connected that much anymore. And then when I moved back home to Chicago, before I came to Cleveland, we kind of reconnected. And she was a lifer in the service industry. She's real bright, real whatever. But she was like, I make a ton of money,
Right.
waiting tables at this French restaurant, and this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
But you end up working or hanging out with the same people who have your job
Your
and schedule and whatever. And it's fun when you're 22, but, she's my age.
Yeah.
And fortunately, if, you're not going to be the only one who's that old. There's going to be other people.
There are.
Who are like your age, no kids.
kinda when
They're
you-
like, cool, this is what it is. I make a lot of money, and then I go travel, and then I come back,
Yes.
and then make more money, and then I go
That's
travel.
exactly what it is. People
and they're
will go
totally
travel
cool.
for a couple months at a time or whatever it might
Totally
be.
fine with
But it gets to a point. I mean, it's there's kind of analogous to stripping. People have said where it's like you kind of move from like primetime Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights, making all the money, and then you get out of that and slowly you become a daytime bartender, and then you work at a VFW hall, and you know what I mean. It's like there's steps to the process.
It's the
not
reverse
always...
of stripping. You don't want to go from nighttime to daytime.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I was a daytime bartender because of stand-up, and I still made great money. But I always picture, like, when
But
you
those
go
are like
into...
coveted spots, too.
Right.
Like, you had a good shift.
I
where
had
you
a
could
good
make-
lunch shift.
Yeah.
If you work, if you're a daytime bartender at a dive bar, you
Yeah,
got,
there's
like,
nobody
the
there.
same 8 people who are coming in and getting drunk. That's when you're kind of on your way out. You want your same 6 regulars. You want your $85 a day, and then you sit on the other side of the bar as soon as you get off, you know?
Like if you're working at a hotel, you're going to make more money at lunchtime than you will at dinner. Because dinner time, people are going out to like other restaurants.
Right, they're exploring the city.
Midday, they're at the hotel restaurant having lunch or whatever.
Yeah.
So anyway, but those are real jobs. I mean, this is a
Yeah,
real
real
job.
men,
Contrary to
yeah.
popular belief, it's a real job. Not anybody can do this job.
This one is
I
takes a
make it
mental
sound
toll.
Dude.
extraordinarily easy.
That's the point.
That's right.
When someone does it, it's like stand-up. When someone does it well, you're like, I could do that.
Right.
You know, when I first started coming on more regularly at the beginning of the year, I would tell Bill, I'm like, dude, by the end of the day, I am so burnt out, and because you don't realize how much you're constantly thinking and going, and how mentally exhausting this job is. Like, and then to go have to do a show afterwards, it's a lot. It's a lot. I commend you.
A lot of people have asked me, by the way, if the 10th anniversary show on Monday is where we will finally reveal who is Jenny. And I got to tell you, have you seen those billboards?
Yeah.
Who is Jenny? It says hashtag who Octothorpe, who is Jeny. And so obviously it's some kind of viral marketing. I don't know what it is. So I did some digging. And I did my due diligence, and I
So
went
you
to
know who Jenny is?
I went to
Jenny.
various sources, and I have dug in.
Jenny.
And Jenny.
Does it have anything to do with our company? Because I had an idea of a way to troll the I am Jenny hashtag that would be...
I thought of like Jenny O's turkey. I'm not gonna lie, like turkey bacon.
Well, that's
Turkey.
Jennie.
I know,
Yeah.
but that was the first thing I thought. I was like,
This
maybe
is
it's a cousin.
Jeny.
Yeah, it's
A
not
lot of people
the
think
ice
it's
cream.
right. It's not the ice cream.
Not Jenny Craig.
It's not Genesee cream ale.
No, it's a G. So I did some digging,
Who is it?
and it turns out that it is viral marketing for the Tourism Board of the state of New York. It's an acronym. It's for Jeny is
Just enjoy New York.
Northeast New York. as I understand it.
Jorts Eat New York.
Northeast.
Jorts East.
That has to be. I did a lot of investigating on this, Bill. That's got to be right, yes?
If you're going to go to New York, you'd want to go to Jamestown, New York to visit the National Comedy Center.
Is that in Jortheast, New York? I feel that's more.
Jamestown, Jorth, maybe?
That's more upstate Jorth.
Yeah, that's upstate. So no, I don't know if that's correct, Alan. I think you did some
Are you
fine
sure?
detective work, but I don't think you.
Jortheast,
I think
New
you're
York.
just off the trail.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Man,
Is that the northeast part of Jersey that's almost New York? Jortheast?
no, Vermont.
Vermont?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Jortheast, New York is closer to Vermont.
Okay.
So I was positive, and you don't get a lot of people going up to Plattsburgh. I mean, we've got bureau chiefs up there, in Champlain or Dannemora, where those guys escaped when they tried to get to Canada.
They're banging that
Patricia
prison guard or
Arquette.
whatever,
Yeah. So you're saying, because I did a
It's
lot of
not
investigating on this.
Jortheast.
You're sure it's not Jortheast, New
No,
York?
it seems from what I've seen, it seems to be some sort of. I think they're sucking up to Cleveland quite a bit.
These are
all
not
their
national
social
billboards?
Posts. No, these are just for Northeast Ohio.
I mean, again, I certainly I don't want to let go of it yet. I think you would want to appeal to people in Ohio to visit Jortheast, New York.
Similar.
Okay.
All right.
Boy, I really thought I had something there.
Well, I think it'd be funny if, you use this hashtag on pictures of things they didn't particularly want hashtag with hashtag who is Jenny.
People's butts.
Butts, porn, things like that.
Butts and porn.
They usually go hand in hand.
Octothorpe, who is Jenny?
Who is Jenny?
Here's her butt.
And then just a big black lady getting railed by a little white guy. That'd be fun.
That's a very specific. You
That's
know
what
what?
he's into.
Given that, I'm sticking with Jortheast, New York, is what I'm going to do. You go your way, I'll go mine. We'll see if we meet down the road. I've got a chance for you to win $1 million. People are going, do we win every time? No, this is a chance. One person will win $1 million, but this is a chance for you to be in the running. This is what we're doing over the holiday. So good luck.
Your shot at $1 million now.
Text the nationwide keyword winter to the number 200-200. That's winter to the number 200-200. You'll get a confirmation text and info, and standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's winter to the number 200-200. Good luck from 100.7 WMMS.
All right, I think I actually know what it is. I think it's and I think we should definitely go through with my plan based on who I think it is.
Yeah.
There's a rumor of a station in Cleveland flipping formats.
Okay.
That doesn't work with iHeart. And I think this is what
they're going to flip the jazz station.
Yeah, I think that, and I think it's going to be like in, one of those like jack stations where they just play everything. Like
That's the lake.
Yeah. So I think.
Why would you have a competing We Play Everything station? Hey, we play everything that they don't play.
No, because they just, I don't know. I'm guessing the jazz market is a little dry around here. So I think they're going to go for that because it's easy to run, it's cheap, and people listen to it, which is why you should definitely use hashtag Who is Jenny for whatever you want that's inappropriate.
Alan, how about just east of New York? Boy, that works too.
Not Jortheast.
I think Northeast is.
I mean, listen, just because everybody's coming down on Jortheast, just east of New York. All right. Well, that would be the ocean. Far Rockaway?
Yeah.
Sag Harbor? I don't know. I mean, it could be anything. It literally could. There's simply no way to know.
I had someone else tell me that they think it's like a gift boutique that's opening up.
But with all
here's the trouble too.
Buying billboards?
I'll speak to you from my own personal professional experience. You can be too clever when it comes to marketing too, where you don't want to bury your message in something that's so obscure that by the time it's revealed, people go, eh. When I got hired to do my show in Chicago, it wasn't this show. I was hosting an ensemble show, and I won't get into the details of it or whatever, but part of the marketing campaign, because we were doing like a month of auditions to get the show sounding the way we wanted it before it went live to air. And during that 2-month period, the marketing department had spent a lot of money on a What's Wrong with Chicago campaign. They thought this was hilarious, right? They set up a website. They bought cab headers. They bought billboards. what'swrongwithchicago.com. And when you went to the website, what was wrong with Chicago is there wasn't a great morning show. And that was going to be us. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, why couldn't we have just said, hey, something really different and fun and literally unique is coming very soon, and figuring out a way to do it and doing that, rather than what's wrong with Chicago?
Because people are like, they're like crime. And, you know, like
Right.
taking
Yeah.
serious.
Murders.
Like, right.
And you've also, and like, oh, you guys have already attached the word wrong to a show that we haven't even launched yet.
That's funny.
No, it'll get people thinking. No, I go, okay, fine. It's
Yeah,
like,
why
I
would
feel
you
like
wanna-
What's
we were
missing,
doomed
maybe?
from the jump.
Why would you want to brand your show in a way that's negative?
Right.
I probably have a photo of one of the cab headers on my desk up there, taped to the top. What's wrong with Chicago.com? I used to see him driving around like, you son of a... So, whatever. Not the greatest marketing campaign ever for something that people don't even know. So, I'm sticking with Northeast New York.
For New Year's?
Huh?
Just eat on New Year's.
Just eat on... But everybody's going to do that. They don't need to be reminded of that.
No, but that's all you get to do. Just eat.
Oh, just
That's
eat.
it.
A lot of people like to have sex.
Nope.
Ring in the new year.
Nope. Just eat New Year's.
I would like to have sex as the ball is dropping.
Man,
I think that would be
can't-
pretty cool.
I've worked the last couple New Year's. I like bartended a few in a row.
I kissed a random stranger one year for New Year's.
I haven't kissed a person at the ball
That was
drop
Erica,
in so
you
long.
idiot. She's a girl.
No, it wasn't her. Because I've never been. Whenever I have a relationship, means two. It's never at the, at the end of the year or at the beginning of a year. So I never have like someone to kiss on New Year's. So I either kiss a friend.
You never kissed a dude on New Year's?
No, I have, but they're
Oh.
always random. It's always like some hot rando. I say, hey, do you have a date? They're like, yeah. I'm like, cool, kiss me.
Hot rando.
Pete from the Funny Stop on New Year's
I
last
didn't
year.
kiss anybody.
We
I
did
didn't
Funny
kiss
Stop last
anybody
year.
in years. I mean, I would like
years?
Yeah.
On New Year's.
On New Year's.
Okay.
New Year's Eve 2016, I had just broken up with my ex broke up with me. We didn't like tell anybody really.
Mm-hmm.
And I was working the Improv with Polk and Brian Kenny. And Mike Polk's dad kissed me on
Yeah,
New Year's
Mike Polk
Eve.
Sr.
He kissed me on New Year's Eve. And
He dipped
was,
that Tam O'Shander over your eyes.
well,
just to...
he was the first person that I had kissed who wasn't my ex-boyfriend in like 4 years. But it was like a, hey kid, it wasn't
And this
like
plays
we weren't
into your
making
older
out or
guy
anything.
thing, too.
No. We weren't like making out or anything like that. But and it wasn't even at the ball drop. He came to the early show and then like kissed me goodbye. And I was like, oh, okay, bye. It was just very awkward and weird feeling because I'm like, I've been kissing the same guy for 4 years. But my ex actually told me he loved me for the first time, our first New Year's Eve together after the ball dropped. So ball dropped, I love you, Happy New Year, and it was like I cried, and it was a whole big thing. And,
Gay.
Yeah.
He's
real
like,
gay. Super gay.
I've got something to tell you. I have a ball that hasn't dropped, but I love you. I guess you would have known that by then if
Yeah.
he had a ball that hadn't dropped.
We had only been together like 3 months at that point.
3 months.
Yeah.
Wow,
months
that
is enough to know.
guy works fast.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's
But
slow for some people.
yeah. Well, yeah, I think 3 months if you're like with somebody.
Fresh out of his marriage, Bill was saying that a lot. He was very confused about what love is.
That's funny.
And that Foreigner song did not help him, even though he listened to it on repeat. All right, I'm going to have those Magic of Lights passes for you later on. If you want to get yourself through there, pack the kids in the car, take a little drive through the Cuyahoga County Fairgrounds. You do a fantastic job out there for the holidays. 35192 if you want to text for anything, or AlanCoxShow.com.
The Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS. And everywhere you go on our free iHeartRadio app.